Rosas said, I'm going to showcase excellent timing, excellent accuracy. The call of knuckle up from Mike Beltran, round number 1. Black and white trunks for Daniel Alvarez. Black and red trunks for Victor Rosas, and down goes Daniel Alvarez.
First punch thrown. Alvarez goes down.
There's the mandatory 8 given to Alvarez by Beltran. Right back to it.
Let's see if it did any damage or if Alvarez just cleared the cobwebs up right there.
Double left hand, clever from Rosas. Both fighters to the inside. Heavy on the clinch. From the overhook, right hands to the body. Separation with some degree of difficulty from Mike Beltran. Into the pocket goes Daniel Alvarez. Rosas heavy on the feint step. Acting again is Victor Rosas. Rosas coming forward once more. Good duck under, now the clinch and the turn from Daniel Alvarez. Alvarez to the body with the right hand. Short and sharp goes Daniel Alvarez. Good clinch work. Good refereeing from Beltran to let that continue. Alvarez holding the center circle. Feint step from Daniel Alvarez. You see Rosas cut outside of his right brow.
Rosas just doing a very good job of not wasting any energy. Looks very relaxed.
You see how that's thrown by Mike Beltran? And Wood has knocked down number 2. The bottom rope supported the fall of Daniel Alvarez.
I think that was the right call.
Walk towards that side over there. You ready?
So 2 knockdowns recorded by Victor Rosas here in round number 1. 20 seconds remaining in this opening round.
Rosas is countering beautifully every time Alvarez tries to step in.
Step in again with the jab. Counter right hand just off the mark for Alvarez. Alvarez to the body. Rosas getting the 2 knockdowns, but staying very composed, not rushing in. The bell, that ends round number 1.
You can hear that clean shot, just a straight jab, that's all it takes. And bare-knuckle, that was a beautiful right hand. Landed by countering beautifully. Very impressed with that, especially being his first bare-knuckle fight. Alvarez has fought at the high level here. He's fought for several times.
Chest a little bit. We got to keep up the feint.
Just heard the seconds out whistle. One would presume 10-7 across the board on the 2 knockdowns for Victor Rosas in round number 1. Both fighters up to scratch. Round number 2. Tripling his jab off of scratch to start the second round. Daniel Alvarez taking the step and counter right hand from Alvarez.
Alvarez is having his head straight back. Hands down and his head back. He's got to be careful. He's got to correct that problem. He's going to get hit with the left hand.
Again, left hand not getting through. There's a big right hand and a left hand. Huge right hand lands on the end of that sequence from Rosas. Now Alvarez coming forward.
Alvarez is fortunate right there. He's backing up with his head up. He cannot do that. All it takes is one little shot. You cannot put your head up, your chin in the air. It's got to be tucked down.
Blood flowing freely. Corner of Rosas' right eye. Good duck under. Now the double underhooks from Daniel Alvarez. On the turn.
No takedowns.
1 minute remaining, round number 2. These are 2 very fast bantamweights, Chris, but they're fighting in smart spurts.
Alvarez, he's trying that in and out motion. The problem is, as he backs out, the head is up. Able to get hit.
See the feints again from Rosas. There's the right hand.
I love how Rosas is just mirroring his opponent.
Counter circle firm. 2-punch combination to the body. See the mirroring steps of Rosas. Alvarez staying on the outside. Rosas can't get in with that jab. Hard left hand. These terms in fighting that are theater terms, like back of the house, backstage, dressing room. We're literally at a theater, literally on stage here in Los Angeles. Round number 3.
So I'm going back and through looking at my notes. I see that Rosas talked about his opponent being aggressive, but having his chin wide, open, wide up in the air. He's accurate. He's done his homework, and it's paying dividends.
Daniel Alvarez down twice in round number 1, but still very much in this fight. His 4th in BKFC versus Victor Rosas. His BKFC debut. Rosas off the left hand.
Usually we see Alvarez trying to be the bully in there, pushing his opponent around. That's largely gone in this fight.
Left hook not there from Alvarez. Resetting. It's like cross-arm defense from Daniel Alvarez. Alvarez continuing to stay on the outside, looking for the entry point. Rosas missing the overhand right. 60 seconds remaining, round number 3. Serious swelling now. Rosas' left eye. There's a good left hook lance from Alvarez. Serious swelling now to the point where Rosas' left eye is almost swollen shut.
That would be a huge problem. If I'm Alvarez, I'm trying to throw a lot of right hands at this point to continue to work on that eye.
Right hand off the mark. Alvarez trying to stay elusive. See the bounce step. Right hand not there from Rosas. 20 seconds remaining, round 3. And again, that's on the shoulder of Alvarez. Two not there, double jab not there from Victor Rosas. Rosas looking for the entry, lead left hook. Off the mark from Alvarez. Cool evaluation. There's the medical clearance. The California State Athletic Commission's outstanding ringside positions.
It's
round number 4 underway.
It's up to Alvarez right here to close that eye all the way. I throw nothing but hard right hands just like that.
There's a hard right hand on cue. Big shots there on the inside. Both fighters opening up. Rosas landed the exit punch to the chest. It's a strong sequence for both men.
I'd say that situation favors Alvarez because he's the one trying to work on a cut. I'd take trading all day long in this situation.
Alvarez on the hook jab. Alvarez staying patient, staying on the outside. 1:15 remaining, round 4. We are in the bantamweight division. Duck under on the hook.
I'd like to see Alvarez throwing a lot more feints in this situation, really making his opponent reach. That's going to open up that right hand that you can throw after you get him to reach a few times with a few feints.
Right to the body. Rosas landed short and sharp with the naked right hand.
Just look at Rosas. He's barely moving. He's staying in the center the entire time.
Chris, you hit on that. That's really been a subplot of this fight. Rosas has been very stationary, holding center circle. Alvarez has been on his bike, largely on the outside. Right to the body from Victor Rosas. Alvarez, it's on the level change. Cross-arm defense again. Hook off the mark. To the body, right hand misses in return from Alvarez. Rosas though landed cleanly in the last sequence. Up jab there. Final seconds, round number 4. Daniel Alvarez versus Victor Rosas. We will go to the 5th and final round.
I think Alvarez blew a golden opportunity right there to continue to come with a lot of right hands. The eye is severely damaged for Rosas right now. It's almost closed.
He's turning right hand go.
If that eye gets all the way closed, the referees, the doctors are going to have no choice but to stop this fight.
When you come in, don't come in with the jab. Okay?
We head into the 5th and final round, and you think about our 3 California judges' scorecards who are sitting ringside. Go back to round number 1. Again, that's almost certainly a 10-7 across the board as Rosas dropped Alvarez twice.
And you get a look at that eye right there. Not sure how much Rosas can see out of it.
tonight.
Fight is over, Sean.
This fight is over. And this is the victory due to physician stoppage, TKO for Daniel Alvarez.
And it was an eye that was fully closed at that point. And you can see the disappointment. Rosas knew he was winning that fight.
Disappointment from Rosas, and that's real class and victory for Daniel Alvarez. Not celebrating on the physician stoppage TKO win. The issue was obviously that completely closed left eye of Victor Rosas. That's the evolution of professional combat sports, Chris. 30 years ago, no big deal. We saw that all the time when you and I were kids in the 80s and 90s. A fighter had his eye closed, he would go on for 12 or even before 15 rounds in the early 80s back in the 70s and before. That era has passed. It's safety first, not just in bare knuckle, in professional combat sports. Disappointment for Victor Rosas, but his left eye completely closed. And despite being dropped twice in round number 1, Daniel Alvarez getting the victory.
Sean, fighting's tough enough when you have two eyes. When you only have one and you can't see punches coming from a certain angle, it's dangerous. You get hit with a hard shot, that could be the end of your career. That's what these doctors are looking at. If you can't see the punch, there's no way you should be able to fight.
Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Mike Beltran, steps in and calls a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 4. For your winner by TKO, Daniel Machete Alvarez.
Very fortunate for Alvarez to win that fight after getting knocked down twice in the first round. Dealt with a lot of adversity. Came after his opponent's weakness. That cut under the eye, swollen eye. That's a veteran move right there, Sean.
Victor Rosas, despite the loss, did some really good things in his BKFC debut. And Daniel Alvarez pulling himself off the canvas twice in round number 1 to record his second win in BKFC. Victor.
And our referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran.
Jeremiah Riggs told us, I have to land hard and early to set the tone of bare knuckle versus Alfredo Angulo. Round number 1, black trunks for Angulo, white trunks for Riggs. Double jab, hard to the body and the hard entry from Jeremiah Riggs. Big shots on the inside. Riggs exactly where he wants to be, snatching the half-time front. Big shot with the right hand, Angulo covering up. Huge right hands from Riggs. Angulo trying to turn. More shots from Riggs on the inside. Riggs again with the right hand. Huge shots from Riggs from the half-time block. Running of the hair pull by referee Mike Beltran. Riggs continuing to throw with the right hand. One-way traffic at the moment. There's the uppercut. Angulo trying to throw it back with the right hand. Chris Riggs exactly where he wants to be. More right hands from Jeremiah Riggs. Onslaught of shots from Riggs. Angulo still standing still, taking these punches.
Riggs is just dominating this fight.
Angulo trying to fire back. Angulo against the ring legs. Angulo was standing that initial onslaught, but here's the second onslaught. More right hands from Riggs from the half-time front. Clean right hand. Mike Beltran taking a really close look. Angulo still standing on this onslaught.
Riggs has got to be careful not to punch himself out, gas himself out with his arms.
The countering in drives Jeremiah Riggs against the complete flow of this fight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The count of 10. Remarkable comeback from Alfredo Angulo.
Riggs was in complete control of that, just straight domination. I think he punched himself out, Sean. He got tired. One shot is all it took. This is bare knuckle. What an explosive start. The entire fight was explosive.
Chris, I'll call it now. That is the biggest comeback in BKFC history.
Unbelievable. I thought they were going to stop the fight. I thought Riggs had a couple chances to step back. Just walked into a right hand. Caught him right on the chin to that punch. Angulo, what a job by Angulo just to weather that storm. He took so many hard shots. continued to get hit. Just waited for his time, landed one clean punch, one right hand. Jeremiah Riggs walked right into it. What an amazing...
Blasting Jeremiah Riggs in defeat. He must have felt that he was literally one punch away for about 20 seconds from winning this fight. And the former WBO interim 154-pound world champion shows his heart, his character, and his class in his BKFC debut. Incredible come from behind win for Alfredo Angulo.
What a chin, and not only that, being able to deal with that kind of onslaught and then having the wherewithal to take a little step back, throw a counter right hand as your opponent walks into it. Amazing job by Angulo.
This is my career across all combat sports. I've called over 5,000 fights. I think that's my favorite. We go to Jeff Newsted.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Mike Beltran, reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute 33 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO, Alfredo El Perro Angulo.
Jeremiah Riggs literally won every second of this middleweight bout until the final punch was landed. And that was landed with that beautiful right hand by Alfredo Angulo. Game, set, match. Victorious by way of first. I have to keep my back off of the ring ropes. I have to keep parrying punches and keep returning quickly. Round number 1. Black trunks for the Moldovan, based here in Virginia, Stanislav Grosu. Camouflage trunks for the American from Louisiana, Brandon Shavers. Fast start from Shavers on the flurry right hand. Grosu looking to counter with his back against the ropes. Grosu misses with that right hand. Step in, left hand to the body goes Brandon Shavers. Heavy in the clinch, half tie club, snaps by Grosu on the uppercuts. Big straight to this counter left hand from Shavers, timed that well.
That's what Grosu going for that knockout. He feels like if he lands one of those punches, that's all she wrote.
Oh, left hand on the step in from Shavers. Right to the body, fast counter left hand from Brandon Shavers.
Beautiful counter from Shavers.
Swinging a miss again, nearly a backhand from Grosu. Short right hand, left hand right back from Shavers.
Shavers is landing some bombs right now. Very accurate with his hands, big Shavers. Oh.
Just off the mark from Brandon Shavers. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1 of our main event. We're in BKFC stacked middleweight division.
I'm as impressed right now with Grosu's chin as I am with those hard shots of Shavers.
See the hand fighting? Southpaw stance of Shavers, orthodox stance of Stanislav Grosu.
If I'm Grosu, I'm trying to get inside right now. I can't just stay outside and wait for those punches to come because he's going to be hard to counter with Shavers.
And the duck under the turn from Shavers. Heavy feint from Shavers. That took Grosu off his striking line. Grosu trying to stay active with that lead left hand. Hook to the body. Effective block by Shavers. Continual hand fighting on the inside. Right hand off the mark from Grosu. Counter left hand on the pull from Shavers. Left hand to the body. That man's round number 1.
Man, what a round. A lot of very powerful shots were landed there.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
I said I'm extremely impressed right now with Grosu's ability to take those punches. Man, Shavers was on point that round.
What you do is you just relax your distance, all right? Don't go so hard with the upper body. Bring more to the foot, all right? When he comes in first, he'll set that too.
Sean, I know what you were thinking. You thought from those shorts this might be a 1970s basketball game. It is not. This is a bare-knuckle fight. Man, that was a good round right there.
That outside line.
Look the length of Brandon Shavers' shorts, Chris.
Love it, Sean. Love it.
I was thinking of the 1990 World Cup. I'm more of a soccer guy than a basketball guy, as you know.
You're not setting anything up, you're telegraphing it, you know?
Grosu has got to find a way to get inside a little bit more to throw those punches. He cannot sit there and wait to counter.
Round number 2.
It was really on point tonight.
That abrasion over Grosu's left eye as we start the second round. Fast pulls, the fast counters on full display from Shavers in round 1. Just like that on the left hand. Grosu the hand fight to establish himself in the mid-range. And Grosu told us plan A, went from the outside. Plan B, went from the inside. And Grosu right now, Chris, trying to implement plan B. For the entries.
I advise him to do so.
There's the left hand from Shavers. Drives Brandon Shavers against the flow of this fight.
That's that power we talked about. Once he has it, he knows that. He knows the punch. He is going to hurt you. Wow, that came out of nowhere.
There's the mandatory 8 count from Andrew Glenn to Brandon Shavers. Grosu stepping in hard. From Grosu. Suddenly Grosu can see the first one trying to reach at his shoulder. That's a slip. Right back to it. Grosu off the canvas off the hard shoulder slip. 50 seconds remaining on number 2. On the right hand. Shavers looking to counter and he dodges, he turns. Grosu stepping right hand from Stanislav Grosu.
Boy, they are going at it.
Right hand again from the half top one. Shavers on the left hand. Counter right hand from Grosu as he turns out. Coming forward into the mid-range, Brandon Shavers. He takes the right hand from Grosu. That's his own left hand. But fighters opening up big with 20 seconds remaining on number 2 of our main event.
These guys are spending a lot of energy, Sean.
From the half top one goes Grosu. Now a short left hand. There's the separation from Andrew Glenn. Grosu right into the mid-range. Big right hand. Final seconds, round number 2. Grosu to the body, to the head. The bell, we move to round 3. Grosu dropping Brandon Shavers against the flow of the fight in round 2, round number 3. Grosu obviously emboldened from that knockdown. Shavers taking a backward step, putting his back against the ring ropes. He told us exactly that he did not want to be in this position.
You can see here Grosu throwing and landing more punches.
Strike stats only being long, presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. There's the right hand from Brandon Shavers. Shavers on the left hand. 25 remaining round 3. Step-in jab from Stanislav Grosu. Chest to chest. Brandon Shavers to the inside. Left hand on the exit. Right hand on the turn from Shavers. The turn now from Grosu to the body. See the wrist control from Shavers. That's illegal under this unified rule set of bare-knuckle fighting. That's the separation from Andrew Glenn. Left hand again from Shavers. Right hand not getting through from Grosu. Shavers right back in this fight after being dropped in round number 2. Now 45 seconds remaining round 3. See the head movement, the heavy turn from Grosu. Grosu gripping up smartly, gets the separation from Andrew Glenn. Grosu, you see, cut, bleeding heavily in his left brow. Level change. Clever on the entry left hand from Shavers. Clever on the turn from Grosu. In the center circle comes Brandon Shavers.
Grosu had his opponent pushed against the ropes. He should have kept him. I'm not sure why he backed away.
And the half-time club on the right uppercut. Grosu landed that flush. Big step and big left hand on the turn from Shavers. We move to round 4.
Well, these guys are going to war, Sean. You can see Grosu looks a little tired right now, but he continues to come forward the entire time. This is such a weird fight because you just see that Shavers almost has to fight a perfect fight. He cannot take any one shot or he's going to go down. But he's doing a great job of confusing Grosu, closing the gap, not letting him get that full extension on the punches. He's outside, he lands hard shots, and then he immediately pushes into Grosu and keeps him from landing. Great strategy, but he has to be perfect.
Put your head together, put your mouth together. Focus, you got 2 rounds to kill it, you understand? But I need you to win the next 2 rounds for me. You understand me? Finish it strong, get him from me. Don't hit him hard, hit him with body up. I don't care about hard, I care about more than 2 shots. Don't stop on a 2. You land a 2, there should be a 3 or a 5 behind that. Here we go, round 4.
Confirmation that round number 4 is upon us. Knuckle up emphatically from referee Andrew Glenn. Round number 4 underway.
Once again, I think right now, Sabre's a little bit more tired. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see Grosu push him forward more. Not going to get countered as much. He wants to get inside that range and land his hard shots.
Right hand from Shavers from range, then the left hand. Shavers on the left hand right back from Stanislav Grosu. Shavers to the body.
I mean, what do you have to do to hurt Grosu?
Grosu keeping his hands very low.
See, this is where I don't like Grosu just waiting to counter. I want him to come forward right now, just like that. Talked about it, getting up off the canvas. He was badly hurt in that second round.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute 32 seconds into round number 4. For your winner by KO, Brandon the Shredder.
Stanislav Grosu knocking down Brandon Shavers in round number 2 and round number 4. Shavers dropping Grosu once, and the second time is the finish. The winner by way of 4th round KO, Brandon Shavers defeats Stanislav Grosu.
And our referee in charge of the action, Big Dan Margliata.
Zach Calmus told us, I feel that I'm a much better technical fighter than Conor McKenna. I cannot allow myself to be stationary. Round number 1. Black trunks for Zach Calmus. White and black trunks for Conor McKenna. Is Calmus taking himself backwards off of scratch into the ropes. Domination sequence on the entry for McKenna. Overhook. There's the separation for Margliata. High tight striking guard for Calmus. Staying on the outside, naked right hand from McKenna. That was clever. Overhook again from Zach Calmus. And the separation from Margliata.
Very surprised when Zach just keeps putting his back against the ropes. Not aggressive as usual.
Hard jab, left hook from McKenna. Right hand, but that landed on the shoulder. Calmus turned it over, but he turned it over on McKenna's left shoulder. Big overhand right, it was grazing. Overhand right again. Baker swings now from Zach Calmus. Counter right hand from McKenna.
McKenna just smiling right now.
Left hand, right hand. Calmus opening up. Big shots on the inside. Calmus bearing now to the body. Huge shots. Well withstood by McKenna. But more big shots now from Zach Calmus. Unloading on the body of Conor McKenna.
McKenna might need to take a knee.
McKenna is cutting. Continues to throw. Calmus continues to throw to McKenna's body.
McKenna got a huge smile on his face. Didn't seem to bother him at all.
30 seconds remaining, round number 1.
And that might have been the strategy. Let Zach wear himself down.
See the smear of blood on McKenna's face as he takes another overhand right from Zach Calmus. McKenna trying to fire back. Clever shoulder tip by Conor McKenna to get that separation from Margliata. Closing seconds, round number 1. A very entertaining round number 1. Zach Calmus versus Conor McKenna. Left hand, one punch after the bell. Don't worry. Medical timeout called by Dan Margliata. Dr. Schwartz from the Mohegan Commission gives the okay. Round number 2.
See, Feldman right there just encouraging McKenna. Said, let's go.
Rapid fire start off from scratch for round number 2 for Conor McKenna. Now going to the body of Zach Calmus. Smart, defensive. Tie up, side headlock by Calmus gets the separation.
I saw right before that round started, Dave Feldman up pointing. McKenna, he obliged. He came right after his opponent. He's trying to put it on him.
Calmus was waving McKenna forward. McKenna comes forward. There's the overhook separation. Those are smart defensive clinches hit by both fighters. They're getting into clinches smartly and out of clinches smartly. There's the jab from Calmus. The momentum swinging back and forth in this heavyweight fight. 1-2 chest misses from Calmus. There's a clean left hand getting through from McKenna. The overhand right on the shoulder. Calmus again to the body. Calmus trying to unload. There's the turn. The explosion off the ring ropes by Conor McKenna. Calmus continuing to throw, and that sends Conor McKenna to the canvas.
Back of the head shot.
Not a knockdown.
Zach seems to think it is. His hands are up.
Dan Mergliotta telling Zach Calmus, you hit him in the back of the head. That is why it was not ruled a knockdown.
Now, Sean, if you're in the midst of a punch and the guy turns his head and that's why you hit him in the back of the head, that's legal. If you're hitting him in the back of the head, like when you know it's a back of the head shot, that is not legal.
Absolutely, Chris. Referees talk about targeting. What are you targeting? So not a knockdown off the canvas. Right back to it in the pocket. Driving forward pressure now from Conor McKenna. Good turn from Calmus. Calmus off the jab. Calmus on the left hand. Calmus coming forward off the 1-2. Big right hand, and that's a clean knockdown. The body shot, McKenna on his knee.
And that's that cardio we talked about from Zach. He's always good at pushing the pace. McKenna felt like he had the cardio advantage. It's a different animal when you got a beast like Zach Calmus coming at you the entire time.
Left hand lands from Calmus. McKenna has opened up his striking guard. There's the left hand, double left hand from Conor McKenna. Calmus on the right hand. A 2-3 thrown by Zach Calmus as he ran forward. Almost looked to be a Kazushi Sakuraba. Simultaneous punches to the side of the head. But ruled a knockdown by Dan Mergliotta.
It looked like McKenna was almost thinking it was another back of the head punch. It was not considered that, though.
That is the end of round 2.
Huge round for Calmus right now. 2 knockdowns. That's a huge difference in that round. Punches stay with a little bit tighter shots. As Zach's throwing wide, he needs to throw a little bit tighter to land some hard shots.
Round number 3. Momentum has definitely swung back and forth in this heavyweight fight. The momentum seized fully in round number 2 in the latter stages. Calmus twice dropping Conor McKenna. Actually dropped him 3 times. The first knockdown, though, ruled as an illegal punch to the back of McKenna's head by Dan Mergliotta, the referee. There's the left hook. Right hand from Conor McKenna.
Zach just snaps it off. But he can't take too many shots like that.
To the inside, McKenna throwing. There's the separation from Mergliotta. 1:15 remaining round 3. Bit of playfulness now from Zach Calmus, switching stances. Calmus is talking to McKenna. McKenna answering the playfulness. There's the left hand. Big left hand entry from Conor McKenna. McKenna now snatching the overhook. Lefts to the body. Lefts to the head from Conor McKenna. Dan Mergliotta keeping this heavyweight fight moving. Calmus back to the center circle off the hook jab. McKenna lowering his stance up jab. Hard on the right hand. Chest to chest.
McKenna throwing a lot of good punches upstairs, but I'd like to see him once he gets Zach hands up, throw to the body. He's throwing a couple good hooks and straights to the head. Zach puts his hands way up, go to the body.
Big left hand lands from Calmus. Another left hand, and that's knockdown number 3.
Right on that spot that's hurt. That's it, that's all she wrote.
The count of 10, the win for Zach Calmus.
Zach just getting more and more comfortable in the square circle. fights his fight the entire time. It seems so easy. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight my fight. But when Zach is in your face and pushing you around, somehow he makes you fight his fight. Everybody thinks I'm technically a better fighter. Yeah.
Thank you, BKFC. Thank you, Mr.
Perfect
Calmus.
left hand.
I'm Mr. Calmus in the bare-knuckle fighting championship. I just want to thank the bare-knuckle community. Everybody who came up to the fight.
Right on the button. Overhand left. It was the first left hand that did the damage. It was the second one that finished him off.
McKenna was extremely game. He took in round 1 from Zach Calmus, did not go to the canvas. He was knocked down twice by Calmus in round 2. And then those 2 ferocious left hands in round 3 to the finish. McKenna showed heart. He was game. Calmus shows that he is really becoming a force in BKFC's heavyweight division. Now 4-2, and Calmus literally has gotten better in all 6 of his BKFC bouts.
Well, he almost has a style like you're going to see from our 145-pound champ. The way he gets in there and he takes away space, gets in your face, makes you fight his style. I mean, obviously, Kai Stewart goes about it a little bit different, uses a little bit more wrestling, but the way Zach gets in your face and makes you fight his style, you think you're better than him, but then the next thing you know, you're gassed out and you lose.
Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Big Dan Mergliata, reaches the count of 10 at 1 minute 49 seconds into round number 3. For your winner by KO, Zach Shark Attack Calmus!
Another beautiful performance for Zach Calmus. Continue to make people fight his fight. When he fights his fight, he's so difficult to beat, Sean.
I can't do this by myself. My boy.
Conor McKenna most definitely had his moments, but Zach Calmus turned up the pressure, latter stages of round 1 to the body, and then going to the head in rounds 2 and 3. 3 knockdowns to the KO. Victorious by way of 3rd round knockout, Zach Calmus defeats